Wasn't wearing a watch, so I could throw down some snatches. Life's good, man. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this incredible, wonderful Wednesday here in Connecticut. Wake up this morning. Listen to me. I love VO2 max. Love cardio. Anyway, wake up this morning, 59 degrees. Immediately gave my wife a kiss. See you in an hour and a half. 25 miles later, I make the juice. 220 swings. I'll get to 300 easily. But you saw the thumbnail. DOKSCHIZER. Guys, I did the thing yesterday on Vizzuti. And Vizzuti, but for that genre, DOKSCHIZER is what I hear. Guys, let me honk first and we'll talk. I'm getting way ahead of myself. All right. Life's good. Life's good. That was rock solid. After everything my chops went through yesterday at the dentist, that's, again, I don't want to bore you. Anyway, let's see what we got. Anyway, even though above double C was rock on, the barbed wire was a little clumsy. And that seems to be where it rears its ugly head. Again, if I had anything to do tonight, a la DOKSCHIZER or something like that, I would put some time in. And if I did, I wouldn't have done the dentist yesterday. But anyway, so here we are, DOKSCHIZER. Now, we did the thing on Vizzuti yesterday, and he is just off the charts. Off the charts with technique. I'm not knocking him at all. We've been through this before. And you trolls, you were very nice. Thank you. So, DOKSCHIZER, but when I hear that genre, guys, this is the sound I want to hear. Now, before DOKSCHIZER's solo career took off, he played in Russian orchestras. So that's where he's coming from. And that's more or less where my basis comes from. But Vizzuti is definitely not that. Okay. Actually, I was at the... no, I'm not going to tell that. It's a Vacchiano story, and he wasn't very nice to Vizzuti. No. Anyway. So, DOKSCHIZER. It's the Artunian. And, as you know, you hear the first several lines of it are all cadenza type things. He doesn't really get into the main theme. But when he does, it is perfection. It is perfection. Now, he is using, I think, a 7C, Mount Vernon Bach. It might be a 10.5C. It's not a bathtub. It's not a bathtub at all. And that's what he used in the orchestra. Okay? Now, you're going to see how rich that sound is. Now, in Vizzuti's defense, the thing yesterday was at his home. It's like what I'm doing on, on my laptop, whatever, or camera, whatever. And warts and all. This is a recording, a studio recording that's been doctored up in the whole 9 yards. But from what we see, you can hear the pop. It's right at about 1 minute and 50 seconds into 2 minutes in there. Doesn't matter. But if that's all you listen to, the first several bars of the theme, you get it. Just sublime. Jerry knew him quite well. He never studied with him, but he was very, very nice to him at, shows and all this sort of stuff. And Jerry just loved his playing. How can you not? All right? And once again, he played a lot of orchestral stuff. Picture that sound. Be-da-dum, ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum. I mean, he must have been awesome. He must have been awesome. Well, I'm sure he was awesome. But once again, when I hear that genre, that's the sound I want to hear. Now, let's be fair. DOKSCHIZER did not have double C's like Vizzuti. He couldn't play with Chick Corea like Vizzuti. He couldn't play with Woody Herman. It was Woody Herman, right? Yeah, I think he couldn't write charts and arrangements for the Tonight Show Band. I mean, this is just an extraordinarily talented musician. And again, the fact that his tone doesn't just completely sit with me, I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I mean, that's wonderful. And it's not like I listened to him play, and I had heard him play, at his senior recital and all this sort of stuff. It's not like I listened to him play live or otherwise. I go, ugh, I can't. No. I saved that for Miles Davis. Anyway, DOKSCHIZER. So, if you want to go back and listen to what I'm talking about, I think you'll hear it immediately. The tone is rich. As with both players, and with many of the great players, I would love to just hear him play a couple minutes on a 1SB. I think he would do brilliantly on it. Number one, if you look at his chops, they're locked in, man. They're locked in. It's beautiful. You listen to the pop, that tongue is perfect, and he's not overblowing. I'm thinking a couple days on the 1SB, and he could go play lead with Maynard, because everything else was ready to go. All right. Let me know what you think of DOKSCHIZER, and email me if you'd like, and we'll talk again tomorrow. I have to do the triumvirate and talk about Nakarayakov tomorrow. All right. Love you all, guys. Have a great day.